Are we live? Okay, cool. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here. Hi, Sean. Good to see you. Welcome back to another live stream, our weekly Wednesday live streams. No gaming this time, unfortunately. A couple things have gotten in the way that we're actually gonna postpone that probably for next week. So, a couple things have been happening lately here on the channel for us. We've got a couple new videos coming out the next 2 weeks that we're gonna be working on. But today I'm just going to be doing something a little fun, just talk to you guys, a couple, questions and so on. But it's more so going to be just building a cosplay for a client commission I am doing. I've got all the pieces handy, so you guys just get to see me shoot the shit and build it. But a couple things before we get started. Again, this is going to be a very casual stream. Not much to talk about. It's super hot. I don't want this to be too long because we have no air conditioning here. But also, I should point out that some videos, there might be a slight delay, and that's due to a couple of things. First of all, lately, again, I'm struggling with energy to make videos as well as my other jobs, but I'm getting there. Second reason, and this sucks. So, for those who don't know, I usually shoot all my YouTube videos with this. This is a Sony HDRS11. This thing has been with me since the Dragon Ball Evolution review, among others. I usually use Sony products and everything, but here's the problem. So last weekend I was supposed to go shoot some stuff for some future reviews. And as I was packing, I tripped and this thing fell on the ground. And what you're about to see is heartbreaking. Cue that Sarah McLachlan music. As you can see, it is pixelated and twitching as fuck. So this thing's busted. So because of that, I have to now, I have a few options ahead of me. A, I have to rush order a second thing, which I might be getting tomorrow. I'm going to be rush ordering a new camera. But I do have a few backups. So currently I am shooting some other reviews with a JVC HD camera. It's a smaller model, but it does the trick for now. So that's all I got to do at this point is just film on whatever I got. But that sucks. Now, again, I'm probably going to be rushing order a second one tomorrow. It's going to be about $150. It's a used model, but I don't care. I just want to get a new camera to match what I've been shooting. But no, I can't lost name because that's not the point. It's supposed to be HD quality. So I do want to take this time to give a very special thank you to all of our supporters who send us super chats, who watch our videos and get us monetized, and our Patreons, because your contributions go a long way for us to afford what we can get so that we don't go broke. So right now, that's what's happening. We are going to be getting a rush order, a second camera tomorrow. I don't care how much it's going to cost. I just want to get a new one just to pass the time until I do update technology, which we actually have been, by the way, as you guys can see. I've got some new studio lights. I did invest in those last month, but I'm going to start work on some stuff. And obviously, I got to pump out more videos in order to obtain more monetization so I can afford the stuff, because yeah, man, that's a setback. That's a massive setback, all because I'm as clumsy as Jar Jar Binks, for fuck's sakes. But yeah, so just enjoy. If you guys have any questions about the show, if you have any questions about the movies, let us know. But today we're doing a cosplay build. So you guys get to see me live. You guys get to see me build it. I'm also going to be recording this on the JVC as a DIY, because I will be doing a DIY down the line. You'll be seeing that. The costume is a commission for a friend of mine who wants to cosplay a pirate. Now, it's not Captain Hook, as you see in the thumbnail, which I worked really hard on that cosplay. I do want to do more of that one when the cons open up. I want to do more TikToks on that. But this one's interesting. So Bradley Dunn, Lost Media Junkie, was so impressed with my Captain Hook that he said, I want to cosplay Smee. So I'm working on that. I've got all the pieces handy. But today we're just going to be doing something simple. We're going to be building a belt for him, and we're also going to be building the hat. So you guys get to see me do that. So while we're waiting on that, I'm just going to open a fresh can of Orange Crush. And I'm going to actually heat up the glue gun because we are using a hot glue gun. Just one moment. Okay. Let me just get all the pieces we need here. All right. So he wants to cosplay Smee. And because of that, I have to build this damn thing. So we have a couple tools at our disposal for this build. I've got some scraps and stuff, so you guys get to see me kind of build this thing. It'll be kind of fun. You guys get to see the process and a little behind the scenes on how we do this shit. So let me just get some scissors. I'll be right back. All right. So we're just going to let the hot glue gun warm up. And while we're doing that, we're going to be just starting up. So, let's see. Yeah, so there's Obscure Media TV. My mistake, Brad. Obscure Media TV, guys, go subscribe to him. He's our client we are building today. So, let's see here. What's your favorite movie studio, Universal or Disney? I like Universal more. I think Disney has too much. Favorite foreign film? I'm gonna have to say Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I saw that when I was a kid. Blew my mind when I saw it. So, yeah, there's that. I should cosplay The Godfather. Look how they massacred my boy. Look how they massacred my camera. Oh God, yeah, dude. This is just no fan mail this week. We will be probably back on that next week or the following. So there's that. I might also am I going to watch the new Space Jam? I'm very conflicted on this sequel. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I was all for it a couple years ago when Black Nerd Comedy was talking about it. But other than that, don't really care. It looks like a freaking mess. I don't know what the plot is. I don't know why all these characters are showing up. I get the first one. The first one was consistent and small, so it didn't have to worry about it. This seems too overblown. So let's see what happens. Did I get a display case for my comic prop? Not yet. I'm still looking. This damn thing is so big, I can't find the right glass piece for it. So I am still looking around. Am I going to play Batman, the new movie? I wish. Batman. No. I've actually got plans for Batman, but it's not going to happen this year. It's probably going to be next year. Plans for October. So I can kind of reveal this because it's been delayed for, I think, since 2018, 2019. We shot the first bit of it in 2019, but we're now going to start picking up on it. We're doing Mummy Month. We're doing Mummy Month. We have to condense the story and the ambitions a little bit just because of the pandemic, but we are doing Mummy Month. And I think you guys are going to be really surprised with the results of this series. We're doing 3 Mummy movies and the 2017. We're doing the 3 Brendan Frasers, and we're doing the Tom Cruise film. And yes, I will probably be talking about the original as well. But yeah, I know you guys there are a set of movies I've been really wanting to talk about, especially since they've been gaining more of a pop following in culture. So there's that. Mummy Ween. Yeah, we're going to do Mummy Month. Would you ever want to review Halloween? I do have ideas of what I would do with the Halloween franchise if I were to review it. I have ideas. I can't say what they are, but they're kind of in the pipe dream right now. I have seen that YouTube poop compared to the other one. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, man, but I don't know if it's enough to warrant a reaction, but I have seen it. It is very funny. Definitely keep upping your game. I was very impressed. Guys, go subscribe to Mr. 2007. I was rewatching your Dragon Ball Evolution review when this popped up. Now you're writing notes with Gohan. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Evolution review, I'm surprised now, is actually a lot of my reviews that were kind of sidelined, because the thing is, guys, the Kong reviews are what make me money. The Kong reviews are what get me views. But doing these side reviews, I've been very skeptic on because they don't do as well. They're most of the time, like, I think one of my biggest disappointments in terms of viewership was I worked so hard on that Back to the Future video. That was like a year's worth of work. And when it came out, it kind of tanked. It kind of flopped. It was kind of disappointing that all this work I put into it did well, but now it's starting to pick up attraction, which thank you guys so much. I mean, outside of my Kong reviews, I do try to focus on other movies I want to talk about aside from monster movies and stuff, like movies I really enjoy. So if you guys want, please go check out my review of Zorro 75. That was the last episode I worked on. Really worked hard on that one, and it ends on a cliffhanger that's going to be pretty much the rest of the season. You guys are going to like what we have planned in store on that one. Thoughts on Scorpion King? I do like it, but I can't fit it into Mummy Month, unfortunately. It's just not. It doesn't. It kind of distracts too much from the Frasier movies. So I don't. I want to talk about it someday, but probably not during Mummy Month. Let's see. Are you going to see the new Halloween movie? Yeah, I am. If you saw my reaction video, I have plans for that one. Do not watch Jason Goes to Hell. It's probably worse. I mean, I thought it was okay. I like the Freddy cliffhanger ending, but I prefer things like Jason Takes Manhattan and Jason X. Yep, go watch it, guys. Go watch it. Generally, one. Favorite part of the video. You know, I have to rewatch it again to kind of remember what it is. But the one that I did a reaction to is something you can definitely take notes on. Go crazy. I love YouTube poops that go crazy, do mixed sentencing. I love mixed sentencing ones, and I really enjoy the roast. Like, look, I can take a roast. I can take a pretty heavy hit of a roast. I have a good self-aware sense of humor, so there's that. But yeah, so we're gonna start work on this. I'm just going to turn on the camera for this, so I see what I'm doing. But yeah, because the Sony one broke, I unfortunately is using a JVC, which still takes 1080p video. But it's, you know, as they say, it's an older model, sir, but it checks out. So we're just going to be doing that today, and I just got to move all these remotes. And you know what's really funny about this? You guys can't see it. Let me try to bring it down. If you guys notice, the laptop is on a Crossfire board. I have Crossfire. Crossfire is a great board game. I appreciate that you caught that reference. Yeah, thank you so much, man. We might even bring some people in if I feel like it. So there's that. Okay. So the first thing we got to do is we got to build this belt. So I have on me, I have 2 or 3 belts. We're going to be using this one. Where's that one? This is basically Smee's belt. I found this one at Value Village a couple days today. Had this really nice ribbon to it. I try to find this kind of fancy stuff. It's got a velvet feel to it. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is basically cut this in half. So let me just bring this down. Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. 2007. Hope it goes well. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually cut this in half. So we're about equal footing. So let's see here. I want to get kind of where the Made in China area is. So let's see here. So first thing, just gonna snap that and snip. Snip, snip here, snip, snip there. Da-da-da-da-da. That's how we get the way a day in the very old land of Oz. Okay, so second bit we gotta do. So that's that belt, actually a good belt. I have the spare belt that has like a busted thing. So we're actually going to use this. So I'm going to just cut this to size. Son of a bitch, I'm dropping frickin' everything. Let me just bring you guys back up here so you guys can see me. Where did my scissors go? Oh, that stinks. I've got a spare just in case. So we're just going to snip off this piece here. Yes, I am snipping off leather belts. I find belts are the best. Like, you have to expand the belt in order to make it more like a belt you'd see on, like, a character who has a sword or whatever. So there's that. So, yeah, we're just going to hot glue this thing together. I'm basically going to hot glue these 2 ends together sort of like that. So, yeah, more of a longer belt, essentially. Stay there. I feel like the captain's on Titanic's like, oh, sit down! Do watch the movie Duel. The movie Duel by Steven Spielberg. I have seen it. It's okay. Not my favorite cup of tea that he's done, but I like it. Okay, so. Look at that. I love how it just slips and falls away. Because it does not give a damn. Okay. So. Very carefully. Very carefully. There we go. So press that down. I would staple it, but I've tried stapling before. It never works, Brian. Stapling never works. Hot glue is your best friend. Hot glue, duct tape, which I have to get some duct tape for this. That will also help. Definitely will do the trick. Will it cover Revenge of the Mummy ride? Probably. I probably will discuss it briefly. I do like the Hollywood one more than I do like the Florida one more than the Hollywood one. But both kind of have their defaults in the fact that they both have to close down very classic rides to make room for them, which kind of sucks, essentially. Let's see here. Of course it's too far away. You son of a bitch. Just bear with me here, guys. I'm actually going to have to replug this hot glue gun because it is way too far off distance. Let me just go do that. Yeah, time to unplug, you bastard. Very slightly. There we go. Now I'll keep it running. All right. So we're just going to wait for that to dry, and then we'll do the second bit, which I'm debating if I should probably snip this portion. Let me just put that back in. I'm just going to snip this portion too, because I do want to keep the business of the other side. Monty Python Holy Grail. Do you hate the Fast and Furious ride at Universal Studios? The fact that the Florida one had to close down Beetlejuice and Earthquake, and the fact that they basically the ride was not well received. Yeah, it's not good. I haven't ridden it yet, so I've heard very mixed things about the new ride, the new Fast ride. In fact, I'm so done with that meme. The Fast memes are just overdone. I'm so done with that shit. Okay. So now we're just gonna slightly. Don't you love how everything just tangles and just does not want to stay in place? I feel like Mocha. It's like, know your place, and that means sit your ass fucking down before I make change. All right. So just gonna hot glue that. Careful not to burn myself. Like, look how loopy this is. Everything's gravity is working against me. All right, slightly. There we go. I think that's the right side. Hopefully, yep, that's the right side. So I'm just gonna hold that down and let that do its thing. So you guys can see, I am pressing down. I'm using hot glue to basically connect these two together. I'll also probably wrap it in duct tape. Just for a safety precaution. So as you can see, this is just to add a little seam. It's like cement to kind of seam it in, essentially. There we go. I'm gonna have to reload my hot glue gun soon, but yeah, there's that. Hey, Emma Clark. Even grew sick of them, especially given the family. Yeah, Light Post, they just got hey, Light Post, indie fan. When are you going to cover a Fast and Furious fan film if they exist? There's something to talk about. You haven't talked about that franchise yet. So there's that. 2 questions for you. The first one, who is your favorite horror film killer? And who is your favorite horror film series? Michael Myers in the Halloween series. Hands down, the best. When do audio commentaries come back? Says David and Masters. I haven't really thought of one to do yet. The ones I want to do, I want to wait till I have a few more people up to talk about it. That being the Star Wars trilogy. That's going to be probably the next big one. If you guys have any commentaries you want me to do, let me know in the comments. So while we're waiting for this to dry, I am going to get duct tape. Here we go. I always keep a toolkit on me. So there's that. I'm actually going to turn off the camera. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to actually keep it. Is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Okay. Let me just bring this over so people, when I do the DIY, they can see it better. So now we're going to take some duct tape and we're just going to basically make it so it's easier to keep stable and attached. Duct tape and hot glue is, if you can't sew, that's going to be your best friend. So There. Fold it there. When you watch a lot of DIY cosplays from like Indie Mogul or what is it? Homemade movies on Cinefx, they do the best. You should do a fan trailer for a canceled Fourth Mummy. You know what? I might actually. I want to do more fan trailers because those get me views. Those are actually really well received. So I have a few ideas on that end of what I would do on there. I have one planned for another canceled Kong production, but I am struggling to find effort to do it. But I will be on that as soon as I can. But that's going to be probably the next one. Hi, Dr. Wallery. Good to see you, man. How are things on your end? Opinions on Enchanted. It's okay. I like it. That's actually more of a Sean question because he just watched it. Am I looking forward to the sequel? I think it's too late. I think it's too late for a sequel. It's like 15 years. You know, what is it? Syndrome said, too late. 15 years too late. So there's that. Yeah, you know, if you guys want me to bring in Sean, I will. I'll bring in a few people. Got a question for you. What is the better, Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th? I haven't seen the full franchises of both to really come to that conclusion. I think I am more of a Freddy guy because he's more funny. But Jason I do also like, but I only like a few installments. Manhattan I like, and I really like Jason X, where he goes to space. That was the original sequel. The rule was Fast and Furious. You have to wait till the 10th movie to go to space, but you didn't. What the hell? That's the rule of 10s. You got to get to... That's when you go to space, because then you can call it Fast X. But no, you didn't do that. What the fuck? Also, fun fact. You want to know why they never make sequel number 30 in anything? Because then they have to call it something triple X. I just made that joke on the spot, and it was awful. Thanks, Super Godzilla Vlogs. Really appreciate that. Yeah, taking time is key when you're building cosplay stuff. Your favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode? Well, that's a given. It's Treehouse of Horror 3 with King Homer and the Chucky reference and Night of the Living Dead. So there's the belt's pretty much done. It's a bit more of an extension. This is so it's more of a sword belt in order to give our client a bit more things. So what you do is you just kind of attach it and you can look through. But yeah, for anybody wanting to build pirate stuff, this is a good DIY for you guys. Sort of a live DIY in terms of cosplays. I might also do live streams where I'm doing editing, just so you guys can get a bit more of the behind the scenes of what we do, unless I decide to make it more like for Patreons only. In fact, guys, if you guys want to go donate to our channel, just $1 more will get you access to all of our content as well as our special features. But the donations are very much appreciated, especially given now because we are a little bit broke. So thank you so much. But yeah, and let me just stand up for this shit. As you can see, it's all set up. Now you can put like a pouch here and, you know, somewhat, or a little loop-de-loop and put a sword just right by your side. That's how you build sort of a satchel belt that allows you. But I picked this one because it's got that little fuzzy thing, you know, sort of thing. So there's that. Now, the next step in this cosplay is we have to build the hat. Now, I do have reference photos of my phone of Smee's hat, but here's essentially what we're going to be using to build this. First of all, we have the hat itself. Where the hell is it? Here it is. We have the hat itself. I bought this at a dollar store. And compared to most dollar store pirate hats, they're freaking garbage. They're too small. This one was actually surprisingly large. It does fit my head, so I assume it will fit Brad. And we actually have to make it this side because that's how it looks in the movie. So what we're going to do is we're going to put sort of yellow lining on the top and then put a couple trinkets and buttons on it. So there's that. So, yeah. So as we do that, I have the rest of the costume here as well for Brad. So when he's ready to do that. So just going to move those over here. But for trinkets, I have a few things to add to the hat. So I've got this kind of busted belt. I'm thinking I'll put these on the hat itself just to give it more detail. I've got like little necklace pieces that we can add to it. I always like to add stuff to the hats. I've got this little helm pin that I'm probably going to paint. Maybe, actually, no, I'll put a little ruby on there. I think that would be kind of cool. So you could give it kind of that rank as the first mate. More belt pieces. And for the, sort of yellow edges of the hat, we're going to be using this carpet fabric thing that I did find at Value Village for $3, and we're just going to line it with that. I kind of like this feathery stuff at the top, so we're probably going to use that as well. So as we do that, we will probably start by basically cutting the shapes of that. I'm going to be pulling up reference photos from the movie, so at least we know. And I can also use this as part of the DIY, which is great. Let's see. Okay, so as we can see, we're going to go into my gallery. We kind of want to match the movie. So I'm looking at like this close-up of Smee's helmet, or Smee's hat. So you can see it says it got the lining. So we got to get the lining right. Now, the question is about the, I guess the feathers, because I always thought there were feathers on his hat. Not really. I think we can probably just use the yellow lining for it, but that's what we're building, essentially. Favorite version of Robin Hood? I like the Errol Flynn one. That's my favorite. If I can rank them, Errol Flynn is a classic. That's one of the best. The Disney one I still do like. I think it is very nostalgic. Prince of Thieves, I like a lot. I think it has the best score, but it does suffer from, how should I put that? It suffers from too much fantasy added into it, and that's with The Witch. I think had they cut that out, I think it would have been fine. But adding wizardry to it, it just made it, first of all, too much like Harry Potter. I mean, it's Alan Rickman, but also too fantasy. And Robin Hood's supposed to be an actual character. But then, I really dug the Ridley Scott Robin Hood. I thought that was actually a decent version of the story. I think it's the most historically accurate. I have not seen the one with Jamie Foxx, which I heard is fucking garbage. I will not touch that unless Sean wants me to review it on opening night for a $5 donation. So there's that. I have not seen, I think I did see the second Jumanji. I haven't seen the next level. I haven't seen that, but I did like the second one. So we're going to basically, I'm going to use my lap here. Ho, ho, ho. I'm Santa Claus. And we're just basically going to cut sort of the lining here so we can use that to make the hat. Or the top of the hat, at least. So what I'm going to do is sort of cut so the top edges. I want to make sure I'm not cutting the feathers either. So it's very slightly. Actually, it's actually very smooth. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think this is actually a better way to do it rather than just, using the linings. It's just like cutting. Let's see here. Oh, I hate Cruella. That's the worst mainstream movie I've ever seen in my life. I've already talked enough about it, and I never want to think of it again. Like, it's that bad, guys. It's a really bad movie. So I'm just going to slightly cut. Just trimming away. It's like a haircut. Which, funny enough, it's funny. I haven't been to an actual hair person for the last year and a half since the pandemic started. So you know how I just, it's funny. You know how I keep my hair so kept? I actually cut it myself. I've gotten to the stage where I'm like Robin Williams and Jumanji, where I actually do just cut my own hair. Who needs it? Who needs it? And actually, a friend of mine has offered. So as you can see, we're going to be using that to make the top of the hat. A friend of mine has offered to actually cut my hair for me. So that's a prop. I actually just trimmed it recently because of continuity for Mummy Month. I had to keep track of how short my hair was. So there's that. Favorite James Bond movie. I liked Skyfall and Die Another Day and GoldenEye. Why? Because they're the only Bond movies I've actually seen. Shocking. I know. Let's see here. Yeah, the original with Glenn Close is fine. The original cartoon is great, but the new one is fucking trash. I've talked about it enough. So there's that. But yeah, other than that, I've just been keeping very busy. I've just been working on other things. I think, you know what, I'll be honest, guys, I did suffer a bit of burnout during the last month of YouTube, and I just had to take a bit of a break. I am socializing a bit more, and now that things are opening up again, I will be doing that. I will say this. I am planning to go to Fan Expo in Toronto. They are holding it on the usual Labor Day weekend. They're actually holding it in October. So if you guys who live in the GTA would like to come see me and see me in person, you can check out Fan Expo. You can get tickets now. I think they're very limited on how many they're selling. I got mine. I'm going to try to maybe update it to a press ticket, so that way I can actually, make videos and stuff for it. But yeah, that'll be my first con in like 2 years. Will be Fan Expo. I think some of the guests showing up, I believe William Shatner is going to be there, as well as the main guy from Mythbusters. Yeah, I know it's bad. Mr. 2007. I know it's really bad. Thoughts on Krill? I've never seen it, and I don't think I ever will. What monster do you think should come back now that zombies and vampires are pretty much done? Frankenstein needs a really good reset. The Wolfman I think Wolfman, like, I have ways of how Universal could pull it off without doing that whole Dark Universe reboot over and over again. But it will take time for them. Opinion on Eraserhead, never seen it. Don't know much about David Lynch's movies. I just know he's really fucked up. So, now, we're taking the hat. Hat time. We are basically going to be hot gluing these lines to the hat. So this is where I had to be a little bit focused. So just bear with me here, guys. I'm going to bring you guys down so you can see sort of the magic of hat making. Let's see. Just going to scoot there. So, what we want to do is sort of line up the whole thing. So I want to try to get it to where the top black is kind of on the side like that. So I'll do it individually. You guys can see the magic. Let me show you how I do it. Oh, Mr. Blanket. Okay, so I want to start sort of on the top. Look at that. Start with the first bit. I'm going to be super careful. Carefully. Very carefully. Because this is hot shit, okay? So I'm just going to... There we go. Very slightly. Because, again, you don't want to burn yourself. I have burnt myself multiple times using hot glue, guys. Kids, remember, get your parents' permission. It is not a pretty job. And I did it! Now we're going to just line up the rest of it. What's great about these live streams, they act as a DIY POV, so I can add this into the video itself. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, yep, there's the heat. There's the heat. There we go. Oh, my God. So as you can see, it's actually coming out pretty well. I'm actually impressed. All right, next lining. Let's see, is there any questions? I think Rodan and Mothra were nerfed in the Monsterverse. No, I think they did say that they would come back. Like, Mothra didn't technically die. She just had another egg, and Rodan is still somewhat around. If they continue the Monsterverse, I would like to see, yes, I agree, more of those monsters. I would like a Rodan movie, sort of like Top Gun, basically made like Top Gun, but with Rodan. And with Mothra, I want to see kind of a prequel set in, like, World War II, where she's, like, maybe she's in Germany or something. Just do something with Mothra, I think would be interesting. And I think going sort of pre-Hiroshima to Godzilla's creation would be an interesting way to go about it. So, number 3. Slightly at the hot glue. I'm going to be very careful so I don't burn myself and I don't end up like Anakin Skywalker. I hate you, Obi-Wan! Oh, God! Whoop, out, there's the heat. Ow. There we go. So as you can see, it's actually coming out surprisingly well. Sort of that piratey sort of hat. I actually like making these sort of Renaissance-looking outfits. They're fun. Just add a little bit more. Little teeny weeny bit. There we go. Just gonna let that dry. Brush that up. Yeah, look at that. Look how cool that is. Look how badass Smee's hat's looking. It's already like a quarter done. I kind of like it with the fur too. It's actually pretty rad. There we go. I might make more of these. Now we're gonna just do this one. Slightly. Now just gotta take this side. Do the same thing. So make sure I line it up good. Okay, it has to be top. Yeah, not bottom. Okay. Go. Top, get the top, get the top, get the top. Make sure it all lines up. Yeah. Oh, that looks lovely. I'm already loving this. Brad, I think this is going to look pretty kick-ass on you when it's done. Just kind of patch that up, kind of seal it on the ends. Go. Look at that. Look how cool that freaking looks. It's like a McCat. It's the Hamburglar as a captain. I'm just going to do another line. And sort of. Oh, no. Be careful. There we go. Pirate hats are cool. Who doesn't? Who's always like, you know, at some point I want to do something with pirates. Just like do a pirate movie or a seafaring movie. That'd be fun. Then one more lining. Let's make sure I get this on camera too, so you guys can see kind of how it all works. Sort of make sure I line it all up. Now, you know, I would have done one on the Captain Hook cosplay I built, but I just didn't have time, unless I do sort of a recreation on how I built it and just sort of I could probably do that, if anything. Show sort of recreations of how it came out. There's that. Now we're just going to slightly, until we hit the end. Now, thing is that got some leftover, so you can see. So what we have to do is I have to cut this area. Just going to slightly trim it, like so. There we go. Now, I just got to seam this up. Go. Let's bring that in. Looks all good. Ow, that hurts. Remember, parents permission, guys, because you don't want to end up burning yourself. So, what's that seam? Okay, there. So I just want to kind of bring that, kind of seam that up a little bit. Yeah, that's a place I can put like a little metal or something to add that detail. So, yeah, if you guys want to see how it looks, let me just put it on right, and I will bring the camera up, and good morning, Netherland! Oh my god, it's actually kind of, I kind of like the flims of it. Looks pretty rad. I like it. I think it actually looks pretty cool. You know, it's actually really rad. So now we have to get sort of the, I guess the side, like there we go. Yeah, we got to get this side going. So what we're going to do is if we look at the photos, I'm just going to do this as the whole thing. Oh my god. I have not seen any of those Alice things. Yeah, no, it's not Captain Jack Sparrow, it's Mr. Smee. I'm just looking at the comments we just got right now on those videos. Holy crap, guys. 1, 2. Okay, so as we can see, the hat's sort of on the side, sort of thing. Sort of like, if I do it kind of, nah. So, but unless we do that, yeah, so I'm thinking like, sort of the side where that little knot is where we'll put that little big kind of feather thing. So here's where it's going to get kind of cool. What we're going to do is we're going to now decorate the hat. So we're going to make it look actually really freaking cool. Now, the question is, do we bring this up? and just leave sort of the back. I think we should bring this up, actually. I'm going to actually hot glue this section here in the back and just give it that little extra feel of, you know, sort of this is the front end of the hat sort of thing. Just slightly. There we go. It's just like that. And that way, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's a couple of knots. No worries. There we go. There's a couple of knots holding it back. But no matter. Just going to kind of get it there. And yes, I do have plans to review the movie Hook. That is going to be one of my top priorities. I'm just going to hold that there for a little bit. Thoughts on the Black Cauldron? I actually really like it. I don't know why it's hated so much. I get it wasn't as successful, but I think it's a pretty solid movie. I think it's one of the darkest ones next to like Hunchback. Just kind of bring it up upside down. Ooh, it's like a little feather thing. Ooh. So there's that. You bring you guys back up. I'm still not. I think it's overdone. I think Shrek is overdone. I'm sorry. I think Shrek's a little overdone. But yes, there's that. Now we're going to basically, I'm going to put the piece right here. So this is where it gets kind of cool, kind of creative. Now we get to be creative. I'm thinking I'm going to put the little pin, little Helms pin, right on the, oh yeah, actually right there. So now we're going to basically kind of take this little pin. I'm actually going to attach it to this area of the hat right here. Very slightly jab it in. Don't poke yourself. Here's the pendant in there. Did it go in? Oh, cool. Went in. Hang on a sec. I want to kind of get it where it's a little bit more adjusted. Just one moment, people. Just kind of get it where it's literally hooked onto the thingy. Let's see. Oh, shit. Well, that wasn't good. Already snapped. Part of it already snapped. Or came off. Okay, rethinking. Hold up. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay. So you can see there's a little captain's helm piece right there. The part of it came off, though, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I think that actually makes it a little bit better. And we're actually going to glue a little jewel on that, too, so it adds more to the character. I like to add little details like that when it comes to building the stuff. So let me go get my little jewel, set a little jar of trinkets. Here we go. So what I have here is a little jar of just junk that I have lying around. We're actually just going to add something here. So I want to find kind of a jewel that sums up Smee. Oh, actually, check this out. A little skull. I might use this. That actually will come in handy for that costume. See, little things. I have this little bin of junk that you never know what you need. And you see something like that, I'm like, I'm going to use that. There's little shards of stuff. There's little nails and stuff. I mean, honestly, you don't want to poke yourself. So all bits there. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a red jewel. I want to get a red jewel. Always like the red jewels. Plating on it. So there we go. So we have this little red jewel piece. I'm going to actually add to it. I'm doing good, Star Master. We're just building a costume. What are some things, worst things in June 2021? I don't keep track of the media, and I don't care. Mummy 4 would have been called Rise of the Aztecs. Yeah, I know about the sequel, but I kind of have my own way of doing it. I thought about doing sort of a Channel Awesome fanscription-esque video about it because I have ideas of how I could do a sequel or how I would have done a sequel. So there's that. Okay, just like there. Okay, I want to make sure we just attach it and make sure there's no clue of its visual medium. The original piece is just gone. All right. Well, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. That's pretty freaking rad. Now, I'm thinking about putting... I want to put the... Because I have this, like, owl feather. I was thinking about putting it on the top of the hat, but actually, I'm thinking about putting it... Yeah, okay, you know what? That actually looks a little better. It's going to go around the hat and on the top there. So, I'm just going to hot glue that. And it's just simple as that. It's got to be very tricky on how we do this. Let me just move the brushes a bit. You guys can kind of see how we do it. Just going to kind of glue that there. A little hot glue. Not too much. And we are just going to slightly make sure we don't loop this thing around like that. Very slightly. And... oh, yeah. Ooh, that looks cool. That actually looks really freaking red. Ow, ow, already burning. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ow. So, yeah. It's going to look like that. That's pretty freaking cool. Mr. 2007, we speak of that. I like the Mario Brothers movie. You know what? Lost Name, I'm sorry. I like the Mario Brothers movie. Am I doing any more King Kong reviews? Yeah, I have. That's going to be that's going to be the next episode I'm working on. Is going to be a King Kong review. It's one I've been wanting to do for a while. It's just I haven't been able to get a copy, but that's coming up next. What do you think of Reptilian 1999? I have not seen that, so I really don't think I have an opinion. Nor do I think I want to. It just does not look that. It's a Godzilla ripoff, isn't it? Or a Zilla ripoff, as I put it. So, I'm going to kind of bring this around. Like that. A little bit of a chain piece going. Kind of link it all together. It's also cool to add like your own spin to this stuff too, which is pretty rad. That I'm actually I kind of like the back of it doing that. Hold up, I got an idea. So as you can see, I'm adding the chain to the back of it, so it looks a little tad cooler, and just adding a little bit of hot glue around it, just so it has something to latch on to. There we go. It's cool as you can actually add some stuff in the back here, like little connectors. Might actually get a little bit more seamed in. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, it's coming out pretty freaking cool, this Smee hat of Mr. Smee. That's good form, Smee. Good form. And I think I'm going to add that little skull on the end just to add that little extra detail. So we're just going to kind of put blue there. And we're just going to stick that right there. Yeah. Get that feeling of first mate, Mr. Smee. Yes. So, it's also cool to kind of add your own style. You don't have to be 100% accurate. I should get going and talk to you tomorrow. Awesome, Brock. Yeah, talk to me tomorrow, man. I've been doing okay, Morgana. We are just doing a live stream on building a Smee, Mr. Smee cosplay. And also I should point out is that I've been kind of struggling because one, I've been dealing with burnout with YouTube videos, but also our camera got fucked. So Any contributions you guys make through Patreon and so on will be very much appreciated and gracefully accepted. Also, I should give a major shout out to the, I think they're the Mr. Script Corners or something. I can't remember who they are, but they're a podcast that just did a pretty much an EFAP on my 100th episode, and they were actually very impressed with my work. So major shout out to those guys. They're actually really funny. I had a howl watching them the other night, review my stuff. So, last video, who is the guy with the glasses in the ending of your review? I can kind of reveal that, not too much. His name is, he's a character I created called Dr. Ratchet Von Stone, who's head of the Department of Meta-Human Control. Now, if you know who the Department of Meta-Human Control is, good on you. You've been on the internet for a long time. But for those who don't, they're actually part of the series that Dr. Terawatt has on his YouTube channel. So it's sort of a crossing paths between our two pieces of work. So if you want to know more about the Department of Meta-Human Control, I'd advise watching the Dr. Terawatt anthology video we put out to help his channel, as well as his channel in general and his website. He also has Twitch. He's a marvelous creator and talent. Highly recommend Dr. Terawatt. Great guy to work with. I would like to do a podcast. I would probably just be sort of like an Opie and Anthony-esque podcast, because I really do love the Opie and Anthony show. I grew up with those guys. Is probably what I would be doing in that sort of situation, is sort of a bit more of a grimier, grittier sort of comedic show. It wouldn't be too, it would be a little too raunchy for the norms. So now I'm thinking, should we add anything else? So here's a couple things we have that we can add on to this, because it's all about adding on, making it look as cool as possible. I've got some belt pieces that we can maybe use. I've got this one clip. I'm just trying to think here where it could go. Actually, you know what? It could go right there. This is a pretty good place. Or we can basically take one of these old ones, which I'm thinking about doing. Once it'll let me. I'd have to cut it. But sort of like adding this somewhere. So I'm thinking, that's the only bitching part. It's all nailed in. Maybe just, oh, I can take the piece off. Yeah, okay, we got something here. Hang on. There we go. Rip. Rip that little fucker off, this little metal piece, and I'm going to put that on the side. And I know what I'm going to do with it. So, I'm going to basically put it around right there. That's it. Like that. And just sort of stick it on. Like so. There we go. A little extra metal piece for Smee. I have not seen any of the Puppet Master films. Yeah, I haven't seen much on that end. He's stealing second! No! Stop it! We're playing this game according to Master Jack's rules. Bad form. Sit down now. Let's resume the game. Very violent sport, isn't it, baseball? So, yeah, just little details like that. Like little add-ons to the hat, I think, make it all worthwhile. I actually really like how the helm piece came out on the ruby there. I think that actually adds so much more to his character. And now, the last thing we want to add is another feather. I want to add a feather sort of to the side, sort of like a musketeer. Now, I have a strategy for this, and it is coming from a source that has been gracefully sacrificed for the good of this build. And you guys may recognize this piece. Let me just find it first. I believe. Where did it go? All right. There we go. Okay. Appears that piece is missing. Odd. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, this piece, I am sweating like crazy. Look at me. Oh my god. So this piece, you guys will recognize this. We're going to be using, let's see, Why the Hook Cosplay, reviewing coming up. Yeah, I'm actually going to be reviewing Hook with Sean. GTs were born for its 30th anniversary in December. So you guys may recognize this piece. It's a piece that has been part of our show for a while. It has been ripped apart. We're going to be using feathers from this piece for the Smee cosplay. Now, you guys might recognize this. It's a sad tale. This was the Chief's hat from our Kong remake. This is all that's left of the Chief's hat. It has been through the ringer. We used it so much during this. You can see the back. It's falling apart. We had to use Scotch tape at some point, but this thing has been through a lot. And one of the things you got to do when you're building props, guys, is that you have to recycle. So we're going to be recycling some pieces here, and I think I'm going to pluck a feather, maybe even two. I'm debating. I'm thinking this one. So these two feathers are going to be used for Mr. Smee. But yeah, this is all that's left of the Chief's hat from Kong. This thing was really, I found this at a party store, and this was used for when we were shooting the natives on Skull Island. So yeah, there's all that's left of that. So let's use it on Mr. Smee, shall we? So there it is. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, recycling projects. Yeah, who doesn't do that? So I'm thinking maybe. Oh, I kind of like it on top of the stem piece. Okay, so we don't really think about this. I'm thinking about putting it maybe right here in this little crevice thing. Maybe bring it up a bit. And we're going to just kind of stick that like so. Just a tad bit. Actually, you know what? I kind of don't like that. Let me just do something here. There we go. Maybe, yeah, just like that. Yeah, okay. We got something here. Hang on. Hold on. There we go. That'll do for now. So we're just going to kind of stick that there. And I'm just going to glue all this into place. Just going to kind of glue that there. I gotta be very careful when I'm doing this, by the way. Out. There we go. Already. Perhaps maybe Cutthroat Island. I have not seen it fully to give it a proper full-on opinion, but I do like my pirate movies. I might be more fair to it than most have. I think it looks fun. I know people have said, oh, it's not that good. I'm like, who knows? My opinion may be different than most. Out. This thing's a bitch to hold together. There we go. So, thinking one more feather should do it, and I'm thinking of putting it right center, right there. Yeah, there we go. That's a potential. So, I know what. I think I like it with just the one. The one is fine. Yeah, this is fine. I like this. This looks cool. And let's see how it looks. Ooh, you know what? That actually looks pretty freaking stylish. Not gonna lie. I think, Brad, you're gonna really like how this came out. I think that's totally Mr. Smee. Sort of stylized, and yeah. I like it. I think that actually looks pretty freaking rad. Do we want to make it a bit more in? Nah, you know what? It's fine like that. I kind of like it like that. I kind of dig that. What do you guys think? Think it came out pretty well? I think it did. Just a little bit of that. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think it came out pretty freaking cool. What do you guys think? Chicken Nugget on TikTok. I don't know who that is. Lord of the Rings at 20. Yeah, I feel old. Oh my god. Oh, is it really 20? No, I don't want to think that. But there's Mr. Smee's hat. All kind of done. I'm going to probably basically test out the costume later on. But for now, that's how it's looking. I think it looks pretty cool. I want to build the megaphone he has where it's like, gun! Where he like, he has the megaphone and he's just like, good morning, Netherlands! Oh, love that. But yeah, I think that's really about it. It's sort of that little bit of a like little jewel and so on, and yeah. So there's that. I think we're pretty much done for now on that whole build. I'm debating if I need to do any more work because the costume's pretty much set and ready to go. I just need to basically do fittings and stuff. And I don't know if I want to add anything else. I don't want to add too much. I don't want to get a pouch for him. And I do want to just kind of add that to him. I'm debating if he wants a sword. I'll have to look at what kind of sword he has. If anybody has any leads, let me know. But yeah, the thing is, guys, I would go a little longer, but I'm also very exhausted. I've had a very long day. I'm really tired. And on top of that, it's just I'm out of energy. I would normally bring in people, but I think everybody's going to be really busy today. And we're going to be really busy this weekend, but who knows? We might do a live stream over the weekend if we're shooting stuff, just to give you guys more behind the scenes. But yeah, I want to do more live streams. I'm going to try to make the effort to do these at least once a week because I know you guys enjoy these. I do like to answer a few questions, but yeah, that's about it. So I think that's going to be it for this live stream, guys. Very short, very brief, but again, I'm very tired. I did want to get something out for you guys. Of course, let us know your thoughts on how we did in the comments. Feel free to support us on Patreon. We really appreciate it. Just $1 more will get you access to all of our content as well as other special features. You can also send us fan mail still at our current address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G100. Gifts, donations, questions, letters, fan art. We'd love to hear from them. I want to see Mr. 2007 make a good YouTube poop. You YouTube poopers out there, make good shit. Really looking forward to some more stuff coming up. And I'm just really wanting to I need to get a new camera because that was a mistake and a half to do that. But I do appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Tune in tomorrow. You're going to be seeing a new TikTok compilation. And Friday, the next part of the storyline compilation will be coming out. I'm going to try to maybe start work on the next review tomorrow, filming this next segment because we've gotten a lot of segments done yesterday. We're going to do more probably tomorrow. We're going to start the review tomorrow, get that going. And don't know if it's going to come out next week or whatever, but we will keep you posted. There will probably be a trailer sometime down the road, but we'll keep you posted. It will be a King Kong review. That is a given. But again, guys, thank you all so much for watching this live stream. I know it's been pretty small, pretty light, but yeah, it's just something to do. Just to keep you guys entertained on Wednesday. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off saying, might as well do the line that he does in the movie. I give you the steel-rounded stingray, Captain James Hook! Hook, whatever. Okay. I will see you guys later. Until then, Captain, signing off. Bye.